What's up, everybody? I'm Chad, and I've been in the car business almost 20 years now. Now, I want to share a message with everyone, because right now we're diving into, you got it, tax season. People are getting tax returns, and what do folks do when they get a big sum of money in their hand during tax season? Well, I'll tell you what a lot of Americans do. A lot of Americans take that money and they use that money to do what? To get a newer car. That's right. Now let me explain something to some of y'all folks out there, because this is a phone call that I actually received not even 10 minutes prior before hitting record on this video. And this is a phone call that I get quite often. Customer calls the store, I pick up the phone, and what do they say? Ma'am or sir, do y'all offer in-house financing? Do you offer buy here, pay here financing? Do you do credit checks when you sell people cars? Absolutely. We do a credit check here at our dealership. Of course we do. And a lot of dealerships throughout the city here of Charleston, South Carolina do a credit check. Now, I'll tell you what's going on. If you're one of those folks out there that's calling and looking to do business with a dealership that does not do any credit check at all. I worked for one of those stores for quite some time, for a couple years, right here in the Charleston area. So I got a little bit of dibble dabble going on in my brain here from the buy here, pay here, in-house financing car world. Now, if you are in a position where you think that that's the only route you can go to buy a car, well, have at it. That may be what you think. But I'm gonna tell you something, folks. You don't have to do it anymore. Some people don't realize that they don't have to go through a buy here, pay here. You may be a young adult in this world and your parents always bought cars at buy here, pay here car lots that did no credit applications. This could be one right now calling through the store. Let's take a look and see. Well, actually, somebody else picked up the call, but let me explain something to you real quickly here, because I'm trying to move fast as I can to spread this great message of hope and prosperity and learning to you. All right, maybe your parents did it, right? And so your parents or your family or somebody in your family says, hey, go to this place, they'll approve you for a car, right? Yeah, absolutely. If you go to buy here, pay here, you're automatically approved when you walk in the door. But you gotta have, you got it, a pretty decent size down payment. $1,500, $2,500, $3,000, $4,000, $4,500, $5,000, and so on. I'll give you a quick example. If you were looking at a car on a car lot at a buy here, pay here car lot, and the car costed $12,990, your average down payment on a $12,990 car at a buy here, pay here is going to be around $3,500 cash down. $500 of that down payment usually goes to sales tax. The other $3,000 that you just put down is going to the tag fee and maybe a few other fees at the store. And then that little bit of a lump sum you got left there goes to the actual price of the vehicle. Now, every car lot is different. Your down payment may just straight up go to the price of the car, which is fantastic. But sales tax and tags and admin fees and processing fees have to be paid at most dealerships. So again, remember, about $1,500 of your down payment could be going to fees and taxes and tags and things like that. So just take that into consideration real quickly here. Now, here is the whole thing I'm trying to tell and explain to some of y'all out there. If you are getting a tax return this year and you feel the need to go out and get yourself a nicer or better car, or maybe you just never had a car and you need a car, if you're going out there and using that $3,000, $2,500, $4,000 or more to put down on the vehicle because you feel you don't have the credit or no credit or bad credit, or maybe you had a repo before or whatever, if you're going to use that money to go to one of those buy here, pay here car lots, stop and slow down for a minute, okay? There are many banks, loan companies, financial businesses and companies, okay? There's many places that cater to you. Yes, the interest rate is going to be higher. Take me on that. Yeah, you're going to pay a higher interest rate if your credit's not that great. But in most cases, you will not have to pay 30 or 35% interest from a buy here, pay here car lot, okay? You may not have to do that anymore. You may get an interest rate that's 28%, 23%, 18%, somewhere in those ranges. But the 30 and 35 It's just not needed, okay? It's an extremely high amount of interest you're paying on a car. So think about it for a minute. Use that money to put down. Use that money to invest in that vehicle and invest in yourself. Buy here, pay here is not investing in you. You're number one. When you get done paying off that car that you got a loan on, you should be able to take that credit that you built from that car loan and go buy yourself another car, a better car, a nicer car. One day, if you do several car loans, you'll be able to go out and maybe buy a house. There's a lot of things you can do with building your credit up and using a car payment to do that. Of course, you need to pay your car payments on time and you need to pay your car payments and pay them good, okay? Pay those car notes, as they call them, right? Don't pay late. Don't pay a day late. Try to pay on time. Every time you pay a car payment late, that goes on your credit and that dings you. Believe it or not, I had a customer not too long ago that paid off several vehicles, but the credit score was still low, in the 500s. It wasn't because the person had a repossession or anything like that on their credit. It was because they had many times that they paid their car payments over 30 days past due, 90 days sometimes, 2 weeks past due. You know, if you're paying your car payments on time, that's going to give you a good credit score. But again, the video is all about reminding you that you don't have to go to a buy here, pay here. You can do business with a car lot and get an actual legit car loan that will help you later down the road if you're okay with doing that. So again, you're in a good position right now. You got a lot of money to put down on a vehicle. Do you really want to go somewhere that's not going to build up your credit? Just saying. Go somewhere and get you a nice car with lower mileage, a little bit newer car, maybe even have some warranty on that car. Get you something that you really like and you're not paying a super high car payment. Remember that 30% interest rate I was telling you about earlier? Well, let me tell you, $10,000 car at 35% for 2.5, 3 years, we're talking $400+ a month. Add some full coverage car insurance onto that at $200 a month and $400 a month. You're paying $600 a month for a car that most likely has well over 100,000 miles on it, most likely over 5 to 8 years old, over 10 years old. And let me tell you, are you really going to be happy with that car 3, 4, 5, 6 months later down the road? Buy a car you're gonna love. Buy a car that you enjoy paying the payment on because you love the car. Buy a car that you're gonna pay the payment on because the car keeps running and doing what it's supposed to do. That's the important stuff. You don't want the headache and having to take off of work or be late to work because the car keeps breaking down. I've seen it so many times, it drove me freaking crazy. And that's why I work at a place like this that I absolutely love working for, and I see customers coming in smiling and happy about their purchases and giving us fantastic reviews. Okay? Buy a car that's going to take care of you and get you on the road, get your family to school. Reliability is so important, getting back and forth to the job. Don't lose your job because your car keeps breaking down. It sounds like an excuse to your boss all the time. Hey, I'm running late today because the car broke down, okay? At some point, your boss is going to get fed up with it and they're going to fire you. So please, take that money from tax season and come see me at a car lot that's going to get you approved every way we can and build up some credit, and you go keep on moving up in beautiful cars and maybe even get you a house one day. I'm Chad Dobier. I've been in the car business over 20 years right here in the beautiful Charleston area. I love to help you. I'm a YouTuber, I'm a father, I'm a dad, I'm a husband, and I love selling cars. We'll see you soon.